Alright guys, this is going to be day 84. Make coding every single day to become a software engineer. Feels like it's been a couple days since I posted. Regardless, the reason I have not posted recently is because I had this like 5-page art paper I had to write that was due like yesterday, so I had to stay up to like 2 a.m. for that. Then my web homework on Monday was a little bit harder than expected. I stayed up to like 12 a.m. for that or something. So yeah, I haven't been getting great sleep. It's just a lot of piled up schoolwork, and I have a presentation next week that I need to start working on, so that's all fantastic. The sooner school ends for me, the better, because then I can actually do more coding and other things. But right now I am stuck here doing almost done. I do actually have an interview tomorrow with one of the local companies, this funeral company near my school. The problem is my study buddy, my friend of mine, who is pretty cracked, is also interviewing for that position, so I don't have too many high hopes for that one, but at least I was able to get an interview. That's pretty cool. I've applied to some other places, but not really hearing much back. My resume is not that impressive, so yeah. Whatever, enough of yapping. Let me get a couple lessons in before I probably need to go to bed. Consumers, you can have 0, 1, or many. Consumers, messages will accumulate in the queue and never be processed. Oh God. Queue has one consumer. So one consumer will process all messages in the queue so we can keep up. Queue has many consumers. Messages will be distributed between them in a round-robin fashion. Let's just set a priority. Exclusive flag can be used to tell RabbitMQ to only allow one consumer to connect to the queue at a time. So exclusive means only one consumer can use. Okay. I often find my pub sub needs fall into one of two categories. Process an event once per server instance, good for ephemeral or exclusive queues with one consumer. Short time. This is like temporary exclusive stuff. Processing events once, period. Good for durable, non-exclusive queues with many consumers. I guess it means process events once per period. I don't know what once comma period is supposed to mean here. Anyways, Then we have architecture where users can connect to 1 to 3 game servers for live updates. When the player's guild goes into battle, we need to notify the connected user that they have won. The trouble is we don't know which server the user connects to. For simplicity, we decided to send a message to all 3 servers and let the user's server to handle the message and send it if the user is connected, ignore it if they aren't. To resize, compress, upload images to a cloud storage bucket. We have 20 servers that can handle the image processing. Want to make sure that each image is only processed once, but we don't care which server processes it. Example 1 is a good use case for player's guild goes into battle. We need to notify the connected user that they have won. This sounds like ephemeral because this game update is a temporary thing. It's not always going on, right? Okay. I'll be honest, it's kind of going over my head. So one of the goals is notify users connected to the game server that guild won battle. The crucial pros that we don't know which server is connected to. This needs to go to all of them. And all 3 game servers receive the message. Dedicated queue. There's only 1 queue. Messages will be distributed among consumers, and there's no guarantee all servers will get the message. Oh yeah, you can kind of see that. RabbitMQ is temporary. This only as long as the connection is open. Sure, if the game server goes down, we don't need to restore battle when connections for it. So we need all 3 game servers to receive the message. Each server needs its own dedicated queue to hold messages. There's only 1 queue. Messages will be distributed among the consumers, which are the users. Oh, and there's no guarantee. Oh, okay. That all servers get the message. Yeah, I think I see what they're saying. Yeah, it's like maybe there's like 1 message in the queue. I'm not sure if I'm sorry for the flashbang. Let me get this dark mode holding bar. System base. Okay, so say we have these servers here, and we have, this is the queue, and we have messages in the queue. So we have 2 messages. This game server queues are last in, first out. So this message might go to this game server, this one might go to this one, and then this one may not get the update message, but maybe it's the user on this connection that actually needed the update, and not some other random user on the other servers. So instead, what we do is we have multiple queues, so each server would then have its own queue to receive messages, and the game would just send them that way, right? Send updates to every single server, whichever user requests, for updates from their server will get a corresponding response to them. Excuse my terrible hand drawing, but I think that's how it works. Not entirely sure, not claiming to be an expert. Good use case for so I think it's the first one, but why? Used for a durable queue of multiple consumers. Alright, so this time we have this queue here, right? But we only need one of the servers to process. So if one consumer takes the thing off the queue, and that's all we need to do, correct? Durable queue means jobs don't disappear. The message broker restarts. We really care about not losing work. Okay. So there's a consumer of the same queue. RabbitMQ will hand out messages in a round robin style. Job 1 to server A, job 2 to server B, job 3 to server C, etc. So each message is removed from the queue exactly. Once it's consumed, each image gets processed once exactly by one server. Decide which queue, okay, yeah. So yeah, I think having one queue here, and whichever consumer takes the job will run it instead of just sending every job to every single consumer. Doesn't make a lot of sense here. Routing patterns. Oh, let me just get started on this. Features of RabbitMQ, they allow the message broker to flexibly route messages to queues based on pattern matching rather than exact matches. Routing keys, RabbitMQ made words separated by dots. A stars. Okay. I'll pick all these. That's game 1 repair. Okay, yeah. Very similar to bash scripting with Linux commands. Our player, the client, uses a move command to broadcast move to all of the connected players. Publish a message to the army moves using a routing key. Where username is the name of the player who made the move. Each client needs to bind a queue to the exchange using a routing key army moves so they get all the moves from other players. Okay. So this is a client thing. Each game client should subscribe to moves from other players before starting its rebel. Here's the rebel. It's how you subscribe to a queue. So I think it's going to be very similar to how we're subscribing to the pause queue here. This is topic. Why it's adding the string thing. We need a routing army prefix plus an asterisk for everything. It's armoves.username as a queue name. Oh. Sorry, this is supposed to be the key. This is the username. And it's supposed to be transient. Oh God. And then from this is use the game state handle move method. And print a new. Oh no, wait. Alright, so yeah, we need one for move.go. Oh, the beta.ly, we should have just put these in the same file, but and there's no method called handle move on here. Unless I'm, what was I looking at just now? There's really nothing in here. Pause to go playing state. Move takes game logic.remove. I'm doing wrong here. I use function move, game logic, garlic move. Oh no, what does? It's supposed to take an RE. Okay, so now we're going to use over here handler move. Pass in a game state. Looks like maybe I got this one right, or hopefully I did. The move command should now publish a move. Publish move to the army moves username routing key where username is the name of the player. So we're gonna publish with the with this right here. So this is the move. It's passed in. Now we need to publish the move. Here's the channel. And the queue. I don't know if we're going to use the queue, but looks like we are going to use a channel here. Exchange string. Okay, same routing key. What is supposed to go in this? T value. If I remember correctly, other place we do is over here. Why did I use it? His server's version of posting is different. I literally did something like this recently. Oh, this is in the subscribe. Oh yeah, this is where they marshal the value. And the other use is we just pass in a playing state. Or is this a different method? That's the same one. I'm not exactly sure what I'm supposed to pass here. I still have the army move here is not being used. Maybe the move is what we're supposed to pass. Yeah, we're supposed to publish it to queue. I think that's what's supposed to happen. Error is not equal to nil. Move on successful. I have no idea if this is going to work, but as we're about to see. Alright, we're going for 31 minutes. I'm supposed to be in bed by now. It's for the love of the game, boys. The love of the game. Let me run this in Ghosty, because it's just going to be easier. I do not know why Barney was the first thing that came to my head. I have absolutely no idea. At least we didn't get any errors when we ran it, so that's a half decent sign. Okay, yeah, we have army moves here as well. One of the clients spawn a couple units. Okay, let's have Ash spawn some units here. Then move the units. All clients, including the ones who made a move, should log a message successfully detected the move. That is not what happened. I mean, I should have, I guess we're expecting to see this side also log move successful. Let's try do something similar. Spawn Europe, infantry, move to option Antarctica. Arctica. Okay, it's not working. I mean, it's obviously here. Saying no errors is coming back from publishing either. So if it did publish something, we should be able to see I don't remember the server mattering. I don't. Okay, pausing is still working. I'm setting server. The Americas 1 and 2. Here we got the pause messages from the server. So getting no moves from either Ash or Mark. So yeah, looks like something is incorrect. I'm probably not going to figure it out in this video or tonight, but thank you guys for watching. I will see you all in the next one.